Video's recording. Good. Still, oh yeah, we're using this music still until we get something new from Bo, which no rush. I'm just thinking out loud here.
Yep.
Okay. All right, here we go. Starts. Oh, where's my dice? That is to say my phone. Make sure I got that handy. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, happens to all of us.
Me more than most. Oh my gosh, shut up, Siri. Okay. All right, now it's time. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, one and all, and welcome to There Will Be Dungeons. Dungeons and Dragons on a Saturday afternoon. There's no Sunday here. It's a Saturday. With me and Bo and John and Kristen and Kyle, and we're ready to kick it off again and play a little more. But before we do, we have a tradition here on the show where we check into what Bo's drinking. Bo, what tea you drinking over there from phoenixpearltea.com/TWBD?
This week I have the Charlemagne breakfast.
Oh, jeez.
It is a single estate black tea. And I'm going to pour what I'll be drinking today while we listen. I encourage all of you to listen and drink this tea while you listen to the show.
Encourage.
I encourage.
That's like rooster cockiness.
Everyone. Oh, there we go. Look at pour. It's nice
it's beautiful. Well done. Later, I want you to take a spoon, and at the end of the show, if you stick around, he'll eat the leavings. Yeah.
Ooh, c'est chaud, c'est chaud. Trop chaud.
No.
What does that mean?
You
Hot?
have to leave it for a good minute or two if it is too hot.
Oh, too
Smoking.
hot. Okay.
See the smoking on the web camera?
No smoking on the web camera. That's the rules.
French is my second tongue.
Oh, very nice. Stick around for the end of the show because we have new teas to announce as part of the signature TWBD teas. So stick around for the end of the show. We're going to talk more about that. A reminder, if you are a listener to the show and you like what we do, listening, watching, however you consume it, you can now support us at therewillbedungeons.com. Click on our little support link, and off you'll go. And you'll see such great levels, such as this patron level. Level 1, $2. You get our profound thanks and an entry into the TWBD Discord, where you can help us build NPCs for the show. What if you're like, man, that's nothing. That's pennies. I want the $25 one. Well, you get a ton of stuff, plus a high-quality collectible TWBD membership art card with art from me and community artists shipped automatically to your door every month, a physical thing. And I already showed these guys the preview of that card. It's coming soon. We're going to have samples, and it looks real good. So check on that. That's over at therewillbedungeons.com. To begin today's festivities, I would like to read an email. This is a Varel question. So, Kyle, are you ready for this?
Ready.
Okay. This is from Zach Messer. He contacted us through the website. He says this. Hello, you determined daredevils delving into dark, dank dungeons. I couldn't love the show or you five anymore, and I look forward to it every single week. I have a question for Kyle, though. One of my favorite parts of the show is Varel's lack of familiarity with social norms and how he reacts to the finer points of those interactions. If the party ever had a reason to, would Varel welcome them into lizard society in a similar way? Or do you think he would prefer to keep that part of his world undisturbed by these outsiders? Thanks and keep up the awesome work, Zach.
Ooh, I know Bo alone is really excited for us to go to Lizard Kingdom. And Varel is already an outsider of his own world, so lizard folk would be super weird. And I'm really excited to go there one day, and I'd absolutely love to share that world with the group, but I also, Varel, stink of human. So I'm kind of at the half point. There's a more extreme lizard folk in this world.
Yeah.
You're the Little Mermaid. You belong in neither world.
Sure. You want to have legs where the people are. Is that how it goes?
Show off my dingle hopper.
Yeah, your dingle hopper. Very well. Done. So we're done. That's it for that. Emails are great, and we love them. So go to the site, therewillbedungeons.com, sign up for our loot system, and you can send us emails. And you can just check out all the cool stuff we have over there. That's therewillbedungeons.com. It is now time to hand Bo the microphone and let him continue down the path. Oh, that is our destruction. But before I do that, I have to crank the music up. Hold on a second.
Before that,
Oh no, I have. What am I thinking? Kristen's got to do a thing. Hey everybody, back it up. Back up that truck. Kristen does a recap of the last episode, and Scott is totally with it today. Kristen?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you. And I had it ready, so we're good to go. Last time on There Will Be Dungeons. 3 months marched onward. Nash successfully seated his sweetheart. Though confused, but content, Joy was jolted by daunting dreams driving dormancy until dawn. A desert, a dragon, a wild warning of a worrisome wonder. Dutiful yet dull, Hope helped hie along the harrowing histories of her herd, Stanley stoically staring from the side. Work was wrapping up, but for the sudden showing of Softhead. He spoke fast, feeling the fearsome fingers of his finis. Don't kill me, he cried, and save the slaves. All you must is meet with the principal. Silence. Then a settlement. 3 days' time. Finally, the tongue of the traitor and a promise of painful passing should the perpetrator ever place his face in Tietkala again. The day's deeds done, Hope headed to her room ready to be rid of her regalia in favor of fewer formals. Nothing was noticed until her maidservant was mangled by an abrupt assassin. The terrified tiefling soaked stabs before guards ground the gorilla gruesomely, only then discovering a worm of Dolopopio dug into the Demented's dome. Yet another demon seeking steady soil in the souled sphere. Varel vaunted his vocation, Bok beside. Nash buzzed in and bantered with the dwarven dealer. Stanley soon showed, gearing to gather the group to discuss the dealings of the day. Hope then happened in, hooded and hidden. Drunk tieflings, though, disrupted their discourse, fueled for fighting. Varel festively flew forward, flung his fists, laid low 2 tieflings. Nash got in with gusto and guano. Stanley strained to sip his spirits without stoppage. Hope hopped in until her cowl was compromised, finishing the fray. Startled sounds pushed them from the pub. A meteor marred the easy evening, plummeting perilously, descending distantly. Debris soon dropped, and a din deafened our do-gooders. Now rejoin our heroes as they reel at all new revelations. What will happen with the principal? What is going on in Nash's nocturnes? What does the demon Dolopopio desire? And what did that meteor mean? Stay tuned for today's adventure in the wide world of The Wastes.
Well done. Just about hosed you there on your part, but I got it in the end. Well done as always. All right, Bo, now it's your turn.
Varel, Hope, Stanley, and Nash stand in front of the Golden Sands. And we'll update the map to show you this. Having just witnessed a comet streak across the sky and explode some distance away to the west. The sky filled moments later with the remnants of dust, detritus, and stone from the explosion seemingly far off. The 4 of you stand together with Bok and Bob, the drunk, everyone clutching their face, trying to keep the stones from being breathed in. In the background, you can hear tieflings go, "Run! Get to safety! It is an omen! Get out! Run!" And you hear panic cries as tieflings look out their window, then attempt to close them and run into buildings and seek cover. You hear window panes of wood against wood sort of pounding as the wind howls and blows everything, making a large ruckus throughout the town. From behind you, Nash, you hear a familiar voice. Nash, what is going on?" And the party turns around to see Angelashi, cloak over her mouth, running down the road in your direction, followed by Fibel, who is a young tiefling boy, maybe 16 in years, it's all known to you, who has been helping Varel run the Golden Sands, specifically during times when he's not able to be there with Bok. He's been trustworthy and hardworking, and both of them run down the street towards you.
My direction, huh? I call her Angie, by the way. Have I mentioned that? We've gotten
No, but
okay.
that's
Our relationship has gotten to the point where she calls me Nash. I call her Angie, because Nash is easy and Angelashi is long.
Nash, short for Nash.
Yeah, short for Nash.
I'm glad I found out about that part because I would have gotten it wrong.
All right, I see that.
Nash, she says in your nickname.
What are you?
What is going on?
I said, what are you doing out here? What is this? Who's this boy?
I saw the flight. You know this boy. This is Fibble.
Oh.
He works with Varel to help him. He came to see if I was okay. Yes, Nash. We heard the bang and came right away to see if everything was in order here with Varel. Varel, do you need me?
No, but thank you, Fibble. It's good to see you again.
No.
But surely something so big was going to require your attention. I will go in and help Buck Buck.
I like his idea. We should be the first one to investigate this comet. It will attract everyone of great power within a wide radius, and we should be there to stake our claim.
Very good, very good. I will enter, and perhaps you should come inside and decide there what you're doing. And then Angela actually coughs. Clearly, the stone might not be good for the baby, Nash.
Yeah, Angie, go home. You don't need to be here.
I'm not going home, Nash. I'm not some house maiden.
Yeah, but the
Allow me to
baby
do something to help.
The baby can't benefit from you breathing in the air that is probably nothing but feces and man skin.
Let's decide what to do in the bar, not outside. And Bob goes, "Yeah, let's do that, and we can have a drink while we think about everything that's secured."
I'll look at Bob. Bob, do you have anywhere to go?
What's that supposed to mean?
Will I find you buried in the morning dead in the street?
Oh, not if I meet a lucky lady first, and I'll be buried in her sheets, if you take my meaning.
It's very subtle.
Come on
Bob.
in, Bob. Everyone, inside.
Okay, so everyone proceeds inside the Golden Sands. Tieflings run out in every direction, and soon the street is silent, no one being there. Everyone makes their way inside. You can see the windows of Varel's establishment slam against as the wind sort of blows on the window panes and rattles the windows. And everyone sort of has a belief that the windows might even explode open. The ruckus is so violent.
Is there any shutters that I can close?
There are shutters on all the windows.
All right, I'm going to go get to it, and I'm going to take my big old lizard 15-minute breath and head on out.
Perfect. So you run outside and you go to close the shutters, and you're able to do with some challenge, but nothing requiring a roll. After a few moments, you've closed up all the shutters on the main floor, and you hear a voice from upstairs go, "Forel! The windows are gonna break! You got any way of closing the windows up here?" And you see Joe Derry from the window up top yelling down at you, his beard blowing in the wind.
Do I have a way to reinforce the upstairs windows?
It's just window panes for now, but there are wooden panes that you can use to close, but you have to go upstairs and close all the windows upstairs too.
Oh dear, I must attend to my guests. I shall return.
I'll assist with it.
Okay, so perfect. Stanley and Varel and Fibble run upstairs and quickly go into all the rooms and close all the window panes to make not the window panes, but the shutters on the windows to protect the window panes. Whole process takes about 10 minutes.
All right, so we're just all in the bar now.
Yeah, Varel, Stanley, and Fibble return back down to the main floor. Fibble gets to work right away, cleaning off tabletops because everyone just kind of left their dinner plates there while the tieflings running out of the building. So he's hard at work. Bok's back in his kitchen, and the five of you, that's the four of you plus Angelashi, are in the main inn.
Angie, go home. There's nothing to do here.
I'm not staying at home if this place is going to blow up. What about our child? Would you have me just die in some tomb?
You make a good point. I'd prefer you not
What's
to.
wrong with you today, Nash?
I'm a little absent-minded. Rough night. Weird dreams. We had an experience in here. Things got a little rough.
Okay, and so she comes close to you.
Yeah.
She puts her arms around you
Yeah.
and kisses your cheek sweetly.
Which one? The nasty side or the okay side?
The nasty side.
Okay.
And then she caresses your head
Yeah.
and just holds you there for a moment while your body's rigid and weird.
All right. I say nothing.
You're clearly not relaxed right now.
No. But I won't say anything either. I'm not going to reply.
And as the windows shutter and everyone sort of stands in silence inside, you hear a loud bang in the distance and cries from tieflings. Very distant.
What was
I
it?
hate to say it, but we're gonna need to figure out what that is exactly.
Yeah, Hope will step outside and see if she can see any smoke rising from anywhere.
As you're about to step outside, you feel your pocket vibrate.
Oh, one minute, and she'll pull out the stone.
You pull out the stone and it's shining bright. It's sort of flashing. It's bright blue and then red.
She'll tap it a few times, see how to activate it.
Okay, you touch it and it calms itself, and you just see a magical sort of wave of blue emanate from it. You weren't really instructed on how to use it.
Hope will go to touch the wave with her finger.
Okay, it curls around your finger, making neat patterns as it moves around it.
Hope's very confused. So assuming it delivers sound waves, she'll slowly bring her finger up to her ear, the finger that has the blue wave around it.
Okay. Okay. You got to put your finger around. The waves dissipate as you move your hand away from it, and you put your finger up into your ear.
Oh. Damn it, does anyone know how to use one of these?
Never seen one in my life.
I mean, walkie-talkies do exist in this world.
I would
She'll
just
hold the
try
rock up to her
talking
ear.
into it.
Oh, good idea. Hello?
And you hear the way the sending stone works is it records a message for play, but more like voicemail than live communication, and it works once per day. So you hear Nobieri's voice echo thinly from it, going, "Hope, a great event has occurred. You must return to the keep immediately. Bring your companions."
She'll pocket the stone and look up at everybody and start to get her hood ready to head back out.
I breathe deeply, swelling up like a big proud bird. Yeah. And I walk back behind the bar and reach under and pull out Moss Storm and give it a little heft and lay it on my shoulder. And, well, this is all looking quite adventurous.
Alright, I will unfasten the goggles from around my belt, put them on, pull off the half cape around my shoulder, kind of tie it around to cover my face. I'm ready to go.
I pull my hood up and over. And I am also ready to rock.
Nash, Angela, you are welcome to come, but where would you like to go?
I just want to make sure the baby's all right. Oh, wrong accent. I just want to make sure our baby's all right, and that Nash is okay.
I'm fine, but you need to be where the baby can be safe and you can be safe. You can't come with us to whatever this is.
Would
That's
probably
fine,
be the
Nash. You
safest,
do what
though.
you have to do to protect our kingdom and our child. I'll stay here with Fibble and Bok Bok, and we'll take care of the Golden Sands for Varel. At least that way I feel like I'm doing something.
Stay away from windows. Stay away from doors.
And you stay away from giant frogs that are going to give you more arms. I like your third arm, but I don't want you coming back with 5 or 6, okay?
There's only the one. There'll never
You
be
say,
more.
you say that now, but I'm just worried you'll come back a changed man.
All right, fair enough. Bok Bok, I will destroy you if you don't help keep her safe.
You hear from the kitchen, I Bok Bok make blowy.
Great.
Bok Bok does not have the materials for blowy, no worries.
Bok Bok make small blowy.
Bok Bok will make muffins for tomorrow morning.
Yes, Boral. Bok Bok make muffin, but Bok Bok eat any fresh who tried to fresh eat.
Yes.
Just gonna look at Varel.
Varel, does that mean? What does that mean?
It means if someone comes in here and dies, he'll eat them.
Oh.
It's quite sanitary.
I thought it meant that if anyone came in here and bothered my Angie, that he would defend her and destroy them and then eat them. But
Well, that as well.
Oh.
Yes,
all right.
Nashi, yes.
Okay.
Bok Bok make great fresh of any fresh who make fresh.
You know, he's come quite a way with the language.
He's getting there.
I'm
We'll
impressed.
leave Fibble in charge, though.
Yeah. Fibble. Double
Eyes open.
double goes for
It's
you,
the
buddy.
moment he's been waiting for months. Yes. Yes, I will. I will not let you down, Vorel. I will make you and my mother proud.
See that you don't. And see
something
that...
you...
And that Angelad, is well fed. She is soon to be heavy with child.
Understood. We will make good food for her and protect her.
I'm going to walk over and tower over him, look down from the shadow of my hood and say, "Keep your eye on the girl." And then I'll turn the other way.
Intimidation roll, please.
Oh,
I'm not sure what you're
man.
intending, but
I just want to freak him out a little.
that wasn't clear.
It's okay.
It was.
Ooh, 18.
He goes, okay, please do not turn me into a frog. I will do what you say. I have great admiration for the heroes of Tiat Kala.
Then everything will be fine. And I turn and go toward my compatriots.
All right.
You ready?
The heroes ride again. Or walk. How are we getting there?
We're walking.
The heroes walk again.
All right. As you exit the building, the wind blows dirt, dust, and stone bits everywhere. They pock marks on your skin. It's like, imagine rain was just stones and it was just blowing in your face. It's like, it's very painful and irritating as you walk out. The streets are quiet now. There's just wind and stone, and you hear all the stones sort of against all of the buildings. And then, not a moment after you step out, you see a larger stone, maybe no more than the size of Varel's head, but just come flying through the air and crashing through a window, and you hear screams inside.
A window of the Golden Sands?
No,
or a
of another
different
building. Of a building that you're looking out upon.
Is it a less secure looking building than the Golden Sands?
It's the typical Trashburg buildings. They've been reinforced a little bit. They're made of cement. The windows, not so great.
I'll look to hope.
I can go check on them and catch up to you. Why don't you all head that way?
I'll lead.
I'll-
I'll take the lead and yell at Stanley. There's a basement in the back of the kitchen. If things come to worse, we can pack everyone down there.
I'll be with you shortly, and I'm gonna run for the building.
Everyone make a
that-
dexterity save, please.
Okay.
Oh.
— 15.
17.
A 12.
13.
Okay, everyone steps out of the way just in time as they see overhead. A large boulder comes flying through the air and lands in the middle of you, and all four of you jump out of the way and sort of look at it, and this thing's the size of a car. It just lands on the ground and goes and kicks up a big cloud of dust that gets blown around everywhere. No one can see but a foot in front of them for now. And the smoke, everyone holds their breath to let the stone out, and the large rock hits the ground.
Wow. Well, that was
Right.
close.
Yeah. Hope's gonna start booking it. She can't run because she can't see, but it's a jog, definitely.
Okay, and as you start booking it, you hear from the door, "Good luck there, heroes! We'll take care of Angel Ashy for you, Nash." And the door closes. Boosh.
I'd feel better if he wasn't so drunk.
All right, Hope's now beginning to run down the main road. You're heading down the alleyway and headed towards the main road and making your way back up to the castle. What do the rest of the adventurers do?
I'm running to check on the people inside the building that got hit, where it went through the window
Okay.
and there was a scream.
Sure thing.
Is my arm shield from the eye a physical piece, or is it of flames and things pass through it?
It's a magical item. Things definitely cannot pass through your shield.
Awesome. Then I will activate my arm flame shield and use it to block my way as I push through the wind.
Okay, perfect. So you activate the shield and you push your way through the wind. There's a large flaming shield, and everyone else can see the light through the dust from your location, very faintly, but it's blowing through. And where do you go?
I'll follow Running Hope.
Okay, Nash.
Same. I will
Okay.
follow them.
The three of you make your way to the main road and begin proceeding down. I need you to make another dexterity check, please.
Okay.
18.
22.
5.
Okay, perfect. So another rock is up into the air and it swirls, being carried by the wind, and then heavily drops down. Ooh. And Hope and Varel, you notice it just in time and scream for Nash to look out, but he then gets hit with the rock, and he's going to take some damage. You take 16 points of damage.
Whew. Jeez.
Bludgeoning damage, if that matters.
Shouldn't. How big's the rock?
The rock is about the size of half of a car.
Oh,
And
jeez.
it hits you, and it doesn't crush you underneath, but it just hits you, and it's moving really fast. And as it hits you, it knocks you out of the way onto your butt,
Okay.
and then it flies into the building behind you, collapsing the entire wall. And a giant pile of cement bricks comes down, and you hear screams from inside as the wall comes down.
I'm okay.
You hear the dust say.
That hurt, but I'm okay. We gotta get out
I'll
of
hold
this.
up my shield flat in front of my face, kind of making a sort of umbrella next to me so I can speak to my companions and yell that there's an underground system we found that night in the club. We need to get everybody down there now.
Varel, you start rounding them up. I have to get to the keep.
You're not
Read
gonna,
orders.
You're not gonna get far in this stone rain.
Okay, so going back to Stanley, you take a left and head in the direction where you saw the original stone hit inside the window, and you notice in front of you as you move a tiefling running towards you. He's going, and he runs towards you and he grabs you and "We're under attack!" he yells in your face.
You need to calm down. I'm going to see if I can help. If you get to the Golden Sands, there's a basement. It is as fortified as any place in this, but get indoors now.
Okay, make a dexterity save, please.
That is going to be a 14.
Okay, and just as you're saying that, you notice out of the corner of your eye, there's a rock, and so does the tiefling in front of you too. He notices it, and you both react and step out of the way, but he picks the wrong way, and he's crushed underneath it.
Damn.
He's crushed underneath it, and he dies immediately. It just hits him and crushes him. This large stone just hits the ground and then turfs and bounces a bit, taking his body parts and shredding it. And his form is split into 3 pieces, lifeless on the ground. And there's no explosion, it's just a thud, and the wet thud as the rock just crushes him underneath.
Alright, I'm gonna keep running then.
Okay.
Nothing I can do here.
You keep running for the house?
Yeah.
Okay. So you continue on, make your way close to the house, and you see that the door is closed.
Alright, try and open it.
It's one of the Trashberg basics, 3 stories, has about 2 units per floor in it. It's the main door. You open it and the wind blows it open, and it hits the wall and then breaks off the hinges. The wind
and
begins blowing into the house.
I'll call as loud as I can. Is everyone okay? Does anyone need help in here?
You hear from behind the wall, "Keep the door closed!"
It's broken.
"Don't open this door! Get somewhere safe and hide it out!"
I heard yelling upstairs. Does someone require aid?
"I don't know."
Alright, I'm gonna make for the stairs.
Alright, you make for the stairs and ascend all 3 flights quickly. You see a hallway, both doors are closed to the 2 units on that 3rd floor.
Do I have a rough estimate as to which side would have been the affected side based on where the
Yeah,
stone went in?
the eastern,
Okay.
western room, sorry.
I'll go check that one first.
Okay, the door's closed.
Knock on the door again, yell. Is everyone alright in there?
"No, get help!"
I'm able to help. Can I come in?
"Yes!"
Alright, I'll open the door.
You try the door and it's not locked, and you open and you see a woman tiefling holding a dead male tiefling in her arms, his head crushed in, and the rock that had hit the back wall and fallen to the ground.
Okay,
Tears
thank
are
you.
streaming from her eyes as she looks up and she goes, "Why did this happen? Why? No." And she caresses what's left of his head, his cheek.
Alright, I'll kneel down next to her and try and be as calm but urgent as possible. And, ma'am, I'm very sorry for your loss, but this is not over. It's far from. You need to get low and safe and in as fortified as a position as you can. I'm sorry. You have to go. We can see to all of this when it's done.
I wouldn't. She looks up at you, her eyes red, tears streaming. She says, "I would not leave him."
Ma'am, if you don't, there's a good chance you'll join him. He wouldn't want that. You're better off staying safe.
You hear a loud bang in the distance, and we move back to Hope and Stanley and Nash. So, Hope, you're continuing on down the road and making a break for the castle, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, you do that, and Hope disappears into the dust, leaving Vorel and Nash. Nash getting up and dusting himself off.
All right, I'll hold my shield up so it's blocking both Nash and I's faces, and we have a little, close conversation behind it. I know a hole that I once used in this area. We can load people into it. Follow me. And I'll head curving down the streets. That night when I went to meet Dashington twice, there was a manhole I went into.
Yeah, that's right.
That we had discovered outside of the now Golden Sands.
It was in Blusher's Haunt.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're looking at, I think, 6 or 7 blocks from here.
Oh, okay. So that's where we popped up after the melee in the club, and then we walked to the Charlemagne's.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Okay.
pockmarked throughout the entirety of the town. The town has a sewage system, so you could probably find one that was closer.
Okay, I'll look around for one.
Yeah. All right. So you can only see about 5 feet in front of you because of all the dust. It's hard to see anymore, so you'd have to travel back into the housing.
Gotcha. All right, I'll lead us towards the one I know where it is, but while we walk, I'll see if there's one along the way.
Okay, Nash, do you follow?
Yes. I was going to express something in story, but I don't think I will now because it's more of a frustration for me as a player. What would actually help me out here with all this bludgeoning damage is a spell I gave up last time we did new spells. So anyway, I'm just thinking about that now, and I don't know why I'm telling you guys. So I'll follow Vorel. I'll hold on to his little tail, or his big tail.
Okay, you pick up his tail and hold on to it as Vorel uses his shield to shield his face and move forward and light up what he can see. You move a block in and find a manhole cover in the sand within seconds.
All right, I'll reach down and stick my fingers through the hole and throw it off.
Strength check, please.
Strength check. Natural 20. All right.
All right, so you put your hand down and you throw it up into the air and you throw it so hard it flies into the atmosphere and you don't know where it went to. Hopefully it doesn't land on anybody.
Kills a space froghemoth. 10 years.
You just whip it off, and you don't even notice. You throw it behind you, and you're still looking ahead at what you're doing. So it just came off easily, as easy as tying your shoes, except you don't wear shoes.
All right, and I'll straddle the hole, turn back to Nash, and be like, we have to alert everyone to get underground now.
All right. I'm gonna have to go back out to do that.
So there's a rather large population here, several houses. The process of doing this, you would estimate, would take about 3 to 4 hours, potentially. That's assuming no hardships and that you don't die from getting hit by rocks.
Jeez.
All right.
If you say everyone.
Right. So, reality check in. We need to alert in a chain several houses to get underground. And then we do ourselves.
You should have to roll.
I'll take that one. You take this one.
Good.
And they'll tell their families, and then they'll tell their families, and we'll all get underground now.
I like it. It's like you
right,
have
so
to roll a
both
reality check. I love that. That's good stuff.
No, he said everyone, so and he's quite literal, Varel, so I want to make sure
Yeah.
we understand.
Fair enough.
All right, so Varel immediately breaks off to the building to the south. Nash, you've been assigned the building to the north.
Yep.
Who would like to make their attempt first?
I'm probably closest to the exit of the thing, so I'll just go. Because I was behind him, so...
We'll pick you, Nash. Nash, you go up to the door
Mhm.
to the building. It's closed.
I'm going to knock frantically.
Okay, you are aware that of the building structures in the Trashburg Basic, they have 2 units each, and the entrance is into a main hallway. No one will answer the hallway
No
door.
one will hear that? Okay. I'll attempt to open the door. Is it locked?
You open the door, and it busts open and flies down the hall. And dust begins entering into the hallway.
All right, I'll now huck down that hall, meaning run. What's my vision like in there?
So there are usually a total of 6 units in each of the Trashburg Basic buildings. One on the left side, one on the right side. There's a door, and there are 3 floors with similar units in them.
Okay. I will rapidly knock on the first door I see, to my left or right, and
Okay. You knock on the door, and
Yeah.
you hear it opens right away, and a tiefling woman opens it up and goes, "Do you need shelter?"
no, you do. None of this is going to stand. You need to come with us. Bring all you can. Tell those who are around you. Spread the word. We've got underground shelter. It's not going to happen here.
Go where exactly?
You'll die here. It's not far from here. I can lead you there.
Where is it safer than in the building?
Underground. Where giant stones. Yeah. Yeah, now you're getting it.
Oh, that is a good idea. And you want me to tell others?
Yes. I want to spread the word. It's just south of here.
Rumi, go get Kala and tell them to come downstairs, and then tell them to tell upstairs. The children see upstairs? Yes. Okay, we'll do it. Who are you?
My name is Nash Maggard of the Solar Mines. You probably
Oh,
know
you
me
are
as
the
a hero
hero.
of the wastes.
You are the hero who saved Tiat Kala, of course. Of
Well.
course. Let us go. The heroes will save us. And they begin making, you see movement go inside as Rumi collects 2 kids, gives it to his wife, and he begins moving across the hall and begins knocking on the door, and Rumi moves her kids upstairs, and they begin the process of advising the building. Varel, the door to the south building is in front of you.
Kick it open.
All right, strength check.
Strength check. 24.
Okay, you kick it open so hard that with the additional help of the wind, it blows open and you see it fly down the hall. And it blows the far door on the other side of the building open. Now there's a wind tunnel going in the building.
Citizens, friends, I am Vorel Rasvim Kurek, hero of the city. You are in danger. Retreat underground. Tell all. Tell one. We shall protect you.
Performance check.
It's pretty glorious.
6.
Okay, you see one of the doors open and the tiefling head pops out and the wind's blowing their hair like crazy and they go, "Who is that? Can you say it louder? The wind is loud. Is there an important announcement that we must know about?
You, sir. You cannot hear
Yes.
me?
Well, at my age, the wind is quite strong. And make my hearing bad.
I require youth in this building.
You might try Tombo. Upstairs, he lives with his mother. He's a young man, very strong. He's part of the guard. He might be at home today.
Yeah, I'll vault up
Do you
the
have
stairs
any
two at a time.
eggs?
No eggs, no time.
I need someone to get me eggs. And you run up the stairs and you make it to the second floor. And the doors are open and you see tieflings milling about, trying to figure out what the disturbance was about.
Tombo.
And a younger, strapping tiefling who has weapons equipped. Oh, it is the hero of the waste, yes! Vorel. The legend.
These buildings are all in danger. Rocks fall from the sky and destroy them. We must get everyone underground.
You mean in the sewer?
Yes, it's the only way, the only safe place.
He snaps his feet together and then gives you a salute. And he says, understood. With me, everyone. We are going to get out of this and escape safely. And he begins the process of knocking on doors, moving people upstairs. And he looks to you and he says, I will spread the word from building to building. I take it you have more important matters to do.
Excellent.
I will activate the guard I have here. Surely the guard at the keep might already have thought of such a thing and are working on it now. Go. All right.
Head back out.
As you go back down the main floor, he goes, Did you get any eggs from upstairs? I need the eggs to make a supper. I'm hungry. And you just keep
I run past the old man.
Kyle is just still miming running the whole time.
Out of my way, old man.
And so both Nash and Varel meet back out in the wind. The wind's... You hear another sound of poof, and you see a large column of sand just blow up from some rows away that you can't see. And you hear screams, "Ah!" and the howling of people crying in fear and pain.
Now, I'll jump in front of the wind, in front of the manhole, and reactivate my shield and duck down so there's a open space behind me that people can see the hole through, and I'm keeping it clear. And I'll turn back to Nash and say, every manhole must be opened. Are you able to do this?
I don't know, but I'll try.
Head through the ground, travel through the tunnels, pop open the holes. The guard should do the rest.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. All right, so you both descend into the sewers and begin the process.
I'm staying up top. I'm blocking the wind for the people who are going to be running.
Oh, so you want him to open up?
I'm going to go run and push them all up. Do I need, is it dark in there?
It is dark in there.
Okay, I'm going to cast, where is it? Hold on a second. Why can't I find it? There it is. I'm going to...
like Lightstone or something like that? Mage Stone?
Yeah, I'm going to cast the light on the stone thing, and like I've been doing before.
Is that a cantrip or is that a spell?
It's a cantrip.
Excellent. All right, and then as you light that up, we pan back over to Stanley, who's looking at this woman who refuses to leave her dead husband. Tears streaming in her eyes. She looks back down and ignores you.
Ma'am, I can't make you leave, but I need you to think about honoring him by saving yourself. I have to go. I wish you would come with me.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion. That's a 26.
Okay, so it's a 26, and she looks at him, tears in her eyes. You don't leave, even though you said you just had to leave. You stay there, you linger a moment longer, and she bends her head down and gives him a long, gentle kiss, strokes his forehead, and then lays him down, and then starts stepping and walking towards you.
All right, I'll reach out my hand to kind of take hers, and I'll say, we'll see to it that he gets taken care of once this is over, I promise.
And as you say that, the door to the other unit in that floor opens up and says, "What is going on?" I heard you talking out here. Where are we? What happened?
There are rocks raining down from above. You need to stay as low to the ground as you can, put as much between you and any falling debris as possible. If you can get underground, you should, and stay away from windows.
Underground? Where? How? In the manhole.
If
We
you
can come
get
with you.
If you can get to the sewers, that would be best, but once you're out there, there's no cover between you and anything falling from the sky. You're going to need to move fast and be very alert.
An old child appears behind this new tiefling's leg and says, Mama, where are we going? Will this man take us to the sewer?
I can certainly try to. If you all will follow me, we'll head down. I'll see if I can get you someplace safe.
Okay,
We're
you
not
begin to-
far from the Golden Sands, though, right? Because this was just right outside.
We're a few blocks away.
Okay. And I'm guessing I would have at least some knowledge of the sewer system, considering that was a point of interest for me in the 3
Sure,
months.
you know where the sewers are. I mean, they're not hard to miss on the ground. You see the manhole covers.
Okay, I will start leading them towards it.
Okay, perfect. So you begin descending, and doors open up, and more tieflings ask what's happening, and they join you, and you have the whole building now with you. And then you stick your head out in the open doorway of the building and look to the left, look to the right, and you see on the left a manhole cover sort of move up and open on its own. To the right, you see another manhole cover that's closed.
Well, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Everybody move as quickly as you can, and I'll start guiding people to the open manhole.
Perfect. And as you start guiding people, a large rock flies down into your general direction. I need you to make a savings throw, please.
That's a natural 20.
Perfect. You duck out of the way and you pull your companion with you, dodging out of the way, but there are families behind you, and unfortunately one of the children gets stuck right underneath it. You hear a scream, "Ow!" And his mother drops to his knees where the rock is, and the rock just hits with a wet thud, crushes the child completely underneath, pinning it under it. She goes, "No!" And she's staying out there and crying while the rest of the families are trying to pull her and get her into the manhole, and people move slowly within.
The child's completely gone, or just
The child's
was
under
injured?
the rock, dead. Presumably. Can't see its corpse. It's crushed under it.
I'm gonna keep trying to get as many people in as I can.
Okay. You get everyone in, but the woman that you were with is pulling on the woman who just lost her son. The woman who just lost her son is crying at the rock and not moving at all.
I'll go over and try to assist. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. We have to go. We have to go right now.
She looks at you, tears full of her eyes, says, "This is your fault. You told us to leave, and now my son is dead. Curse the day you came into this world." Ah! And she just turns and just cries and is just an absolute bag of emotions.
Be
right there.
angry
So-
with me if you want. Be angry with me another day. Move.
Okay, and you're continued pecking at her. She gets up and she goes to punch you. 17 on attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 1 point of damage as she gets up and starts punching you. She's going to continue punching you. It's a 5. This one misses.
I'm gonna just start backing up
10.
towards the manhole, so she's kind of naturally coming with me, I guess.
Okay.
Just just backing up slowly, walk her towards it.
All right, so she continues hitting you, beating on you, and the woman upstairs is trying to restrain her and hold her back and prevent her from doing it. And you get close to the manhole. As this happens, you can feel you carefully feel with your back foot and feel the ledge of the manhole. Take a look back, see that it's there.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to grapple her on the next punch thrown.
Okay. Roll. Let's do a contest.
That's a 15 for me.
You have grappled her.
I'm gonna just say, "Ma'am, I'm sorry," and I'm gonna try and push her towards the manhole, get her in there.
Are you sorry? Just to be clear. are you
How
just
far
pushing her?
down? How far down is it?
It's about 10 feet, at least. You gotta climb down a ladder.
All right, I'm gonna push her in the hole and cast Featherfall on her.
All right, so you go to push her through in a hole. Her eyes open wide with shock as you drag her over the hole and drop her, and then in a move that can only be described as cool as shit. As she falls, you reach out your hands as if guiding her down, and she floats down. The look of feared panic on her face still as she settles down. And as she settles down onto the ground below, she drops to her knees and sobs.
All right.
And then Nash, you see this in front of you. You see a woman about to fall and then fall slowly, then fall to her knees and start crying. You see tieflings behind her huddled up in a sewer corner.
And just to be sure, even though I think I know the answer, I'm gonna go see if there's any chance that I can move that rock and see if the kid's alive or not.
Okay, you approach the rock. It looks quite heavy. It's quite large, about the size of a car.
I'd try and push it.
Strength check.
I'm so bad at this. No, it's a 9.
No, they won't move. Not on
Right.
your own. You'll need several hands to get that thing moving.
I'm gonna pull out the megaphone and I'm gonna just yell through it. Citizens, it is important that you get underground as soon as you are able. We are opening the sewer system. If you can make it to the streets and get underground, it is where you will be safest.
Okay,
then
performance
I
check,
will-
please.
Oh, right. It's a bad roll, but I'm good at it, so 15.
Okay, perfect. You're confident that your voice cut through the air with the megaphone helping, and as you yell that, Varel rounds the corner with the shield running up, and he encounters you.
Stanley,
Well, I think I've done all I can here. Are we going underground, I take it?
we'll catch up with Nash. He's opening all the manholes. The guard has been alerted, and they have spread the word.
Where is Hope?
Hope is run for the castle.
I think we might need to make sure she gets there safe. I'm gonna follow her.
Very good. And I will spin around and head down the ladder to join Nash.
I'll take
Okay.
off towards the keep.
All right, you take off towards the keep, running and deftly dodging as you become accustomed to the idea that there are large rocks in the air that death on a moment's notice. You realize you're able to spot them quite early with your keen dark vision through the fog and watch out for them. And you make your way to the main road and then towards the keep. It's difficult to find foot tracks because the wind is blowing everything everywhere, but you know your way. Nash, Vorel drops down before you.
Okay.
There's 100 or so tieflings now in the cave near you. They're talking. They're waiting for direction. They're not entirely sure which way they're supposed to go.
Is this everyone? I turned.
Have you opened all the holes?
I had as many as I could find.
Excellent. The guard will take care of these people now, then. We should report to the keep and be prepared to follow the Queen's orders.
Agreed. Can we get there from here? Do we have to go on the surface again?
To your knowledge, the Pit of Despair was actually sealed up by the Queen. It was one of her first acts, and there's no longer underground access to the keep. The
Damn.
pipes do run to the keep where the water purification is, but it's only... There is very small areas for workers to climb in, and generally speaking, it's a secret of the Tide Bearers how exactly that gets maintained.
All right. I'll mutter, damn it, Hope, because I know she's locked it off. We're going to have to do it on the surface. Let's go.
All right. Behind me. I'll head back up and...
All right, you guys climb back up, back into the wind. It blows. You hear again the sound of rocks clashing. It's just a thud, but it's always followed by cries of fear, sometimes pain. And you run down the blocks and hit the main road and begin booking it. And just as you turn the corner, shield in front of you, you see a large rock headed in your direction, Varel. I'll need you to make a strength check.
All right. Strength check.
Strength check!
19.
Okay, the rock hits your shield, and you stand fast and push the rock off, every muscle in your body rippling as you push it off to the right. And Nash is right. Nash, you see this right in front of you. If it weren't for Varel standing in front of you, you'd have been crushed.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. I'd look at him in awe, and my little tiny hand waves. Just kind of a grateful wave.
Hope you make it to the gates, and the gates are open currently, so you're able to cross the lake of oil that surrounds the keep freely in your hood. And then you see guards. Come! Safety in the keep! Safety in the keep! This way! And you run in and make your way to the front door of the keep. The doors open up for you. There are other tieflings in there who've taken shelter. No one seems to know who you are, and they're all talking in hushed tones. The guards are running around. Looks like they're trying to save everyone they can and get them into safety of the keep. You're alone.
Okay, I'll start making my way to the throne room, but as I go past, I'll try and pick up the whispers as much as I can. What are the people saying?
The people are talking. Is there a listening check of some kind? Let's do a perception check.
Do perception.
Let's percept it.
I hope it's not very perceptive. A 10.
Okay, but I mean, there's nothing too secret. It's just people are talking in hushed tones, and there's a lot of crosstalk, so it's difficult to make out. But you are able to hear that many people believe it's an omen, that the sky lighting up must mean that a god is angry, or that the Weir Lords have come for their revenge, or they're under attack. They're confused. They don't believe it's coincidental. They're not talking in terms of, science is not exactly the same thing here out in the beyonds. With known knowledge, everything's quite mystical. So the idea of just a rock impacting might just normally cause this kind of thing, and it could be an innocuous phenomena for all you know. But people believe it to be an omen, and people are scared, and they want answers.
Okay, cool. So with that information, I'll head up to the throne room.
Okay. And in the throne room, there's nobody there. People aren't normally allowed in the throne room, so you enter in and you're alone. After a few moments of waiting and contemplating what this can mean, and you are waiting for Nobieri to show up, Stanley follows in behind you.
Stanley, good to see you.
Thank you. I take it you got here fine.
Yes, yeah, we've got some people here in the keep, but I don't know where Nobieri is.
When last I saw Nash and Varel, they were getting people down into the sewers. I'm not sure if they're intending to stay or make their way here, but we're trying to get as many people underground, as far away from the falling rocks as possible.
And as you say that, you hear and the ground of the keep shakes, and little pieces of stone sort of trickle down from the roof. Quite clear that a stone has hit the keep somewhere, and you could feel the tremors here.
Okay, I'll pull my hood back, and then I'll make a motion to the back door, the private door that I'll usually take after a day in the throne room, to go deeper into the keep to look for Nobieri.
Okay, and as you go to move, the door opens up behind you, and Varel walks in, flaming shield alight, with Nash behind him.
Glad everybody made it.
Are you both all right?
I'll nod, and I got a little quiver at the side of my mouth as I'm really trying not to smile about how awesome that was out there.
Everything's fine. I don't know if it's everyone, but many people are safe. We've told them to stay where they are.
Thank you all so much.
And as you say that, a page enters into the room, Hope.
Excuse me,
opens the door.
Nobieri. Where is
It's
he?
not Nobieri. I have a message from Nobieri for you. It's not a written message, it's one I'm just going to say. So sorry for being weird about it. I'm sorry, I'm panicking. I'm stressed.
It's all right. Take a deep breath. It's going to be fine.
Nobieri says for you to meet him in his laboratory and to bring the heroes of Tiet Kala with you.
Thank you.
Yes.
And then I'll immediately take off.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No, get safe.
Okay, and he runs out the main door to go back to the area. I will help bring as many people back as I can. And he
No.
runs out. What?
Leave that.
He
to the
skids in his
guards.
tracks.
You leave that to the trained professionals.
And he gets
You
on a
get to
knee and he says,
safety.
Tell me what I should do.
Get to safety. Help
But
with
I
the
want to do
people
more.
downstairs. Well, then help with those downstairs. Keep them safe. Cheer them up somehow. They're scared.
I'm sorry for my insolence. I'm sorry. And then he runs off in the direction you told him to go to. Back out the other way. He seems very humbled and just flustered with the situation entirely. Okay, so perfect. And you guys all get together, make your way down the hallways, which Hope you're now quite familiar with. You leave the throne room, walking down the hallway, and then you descend down a set of stairs at the end of this hallway. And this hallway is looking familiar to you. This hallway is where you came up and approached the throne room in the first place. And you descend down below to a place where memory haunts. The last place that Nash saw Pod. And as you move down the stairs, you see this room full of barrels, still destroyed. Not much has been left to clean up here. And continue on down the stairs to the main floor beneath it. You make your way through a cavern, back into the great crypts. And the crypt is a large, large room with many plaques on the side and a great statue in the front. And this is where you originally, there was a room before where you met Kefeli in the old throne room. You make your way back to one of the esophagi that is standing upright and open it up where you remember the secret passage was, and everyone moves inside. In what order are we moving in? Inside this narrow passage, please?
I'll go first.
Yeah, I'll go
I'd
wherever.
probably be second.
I'll go third, then we can have the big guy in the rear.
Okay, perfect. So you make your way into that room. It's a narrow hallway, and you begin pushing your way through. And now I'm going to move everyone. Hopefully this works right. Everyone see the new place they're in?
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
It's black for me. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have everyone in the wrong order, so let me just put... Was that the right order?
I was behind Hope, and Varel was in the back.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so as you move forward, you remember that there's the secret door that's closed. And you remember that there is a panel on the right side. Hope you're now intimately familiar with how this thing works. There is a false door in one of the rock walls. You know where it is. You lift up the flap, reach your hand in, click the correct switch, and the wall slowly opens. And as it opens, you see the light of the hallway of Nobieri's underground laboratory. But also in front of you is a silhouette. And because the light's shining behind him, you can't see the silhouette of this body, but it's bald-headed. And you hear, and then you hear it go, boom. As Nash brings up his rock light to see who it is, he sees the face of Zombie 47 Carnage. We'll take our break there.
Oh, nice. That was awesome. Wow, that's weird. I was like so hooked on what you were saying that you freaked me out. All right. Anyway, hey, that's going to be our break. Go break, everybody. That means you two listeners and watchers go take a pee or whatever. We're going to
Make
do
it a
the
quick
same.
one, but we'll be right back real quick.
Yeah, we'll be back in a couple minutes. We'll see.